October 6. 877. Charles II, the Bald, of France, poisoned. He succeeded to the French crown 840, and was elected emperor by the Pope 875. The feudal government may be said to have begun under him. 1274. The English Parliament restrained usury. The Jews in consequence were obliged to wear a badge. 1285. Philip III, the Bold, of France, died. He was proclaimed king while in Africa with his father on a crusade, where he defeated the Saracens, and concluded a truce with them for 10 years. 1470. Henry VI, of England, released from the Tower of London and again proclaimed king. He was imprisoned the second time in the following year and murdered. 1552. Ivan IV, Tsar of Russia, took the city of Kazan, and added that kingdom to his empire. 1713. The Englishman appeared, conducted by the same authors as the Spectator, but was more political in its character. 1748. The British under Admiral Boscawen raised the siege of Pondicherry, in Hindostan, after a loss by battle and sickness of 1,065. Loss of the French garrison: 250 sepoys. 1761. William Pitt, the British statesman, having resigned the ministry, a pension of £3,000 was settled upon him for 3 lives, and the title of Baroness of Chatham conferred upon his wife. 1762. The British under Admiral Cornish and General Draper, took Manila, the capital of the Philippine Islands, by storm. Several ships and a large quantity of military stores fell into their hands. The town was ransomed by $4 million. 1767. Francis Wise, an English divine and antiquary, died. His researches led to the publication of several learned works. 1777. The British under Sir Henry Clinton, about 3,000 men, attacked and carried Forts Clinton and Montgomery, defended by Governor Clinton. 1552. Ivan IV, Czar of Russia, took the city of Kazan, and added that kingdom to his empire. Effected their escape, with the loss of 300. British lost about an equal number. Count Grabowski, a Polish nobleman in the American service, was killed. 1778. William Worthington died, an English prelate and theological writer of merit. 1780. Henry Lawrence, who had been taken on his passage from America to Holland, was committed to the Tower of London for high treason. He was afterwards liberated. 1783. Treaty of peace between Great Britain and the United States proclaimed. 1789. Lafayette preserved the royal family from the popular excitement. The king was then conducted to Paris, where he accepted the Declaration of the Rights of Man. 1794. British General Graham surrendered Guadeloupe by capitulation to the French. 1794. Fall of the Mountain Party in the French National Convention. 1802. Simon de Magistris died at Rome. Well known for his deep acquaintance with the Hebrew, Greek and Latin, and whose services to literature were liberally rewarded by the Pope. 1813. Moravian town, on the River Thames, destroyed by the Americans under General Harrison, after which he marched to Detroit, where peace was negotiated with a number of vanquished tribes of Indians. 1821. Alexander Murray, a distinguished naval officer, died. He fought in 13 battles in the Army and Navy during the War of the Revolution. On the organization of the Navy under the new government, he was one of the first officers recalled into service. To the highest firmness and resolution he united a remarkable mildness and serenity of temper. 1836. William Marsden, a learned English Orientalist, died. He published a dictionary and grammar of the Malayan language, and other works of acknowledged merit. 1839. Jesse Buell, an eminent agriculturist, died. He was several years member of the legislature and a candidate for governor of New York in 1836. He was also a practical printer, and had filled the office of printer to the state. He was a useful citizen, and highly esteemed in public and private life. 1841. A revolution in Mexico. Santa Anna entered the capital at the head of 10,000 men, displaced Bustamante, and established himself at the head of the government. 1843. James Leonard Cathcart died at Washington, aged 77. He entered the Continental Navy at an early age, was a midshipman during the Revolution, and was captured by the Algerines and held 11 years in captivity. He turned his knowledge of that country to good account afterwards in the service of the government in quelling piracies, etc. 1848. Insurrection in Vienna. The emperor with his family left the city, escorted by a few troops. 1853. Simeon Greenleaf, a distinguished law teacher, died at Cambridge, Massachusetts, aged 70. His law works attest his diligence and ability in his profession. 1857. Samuel Houston, for many years publisher of the Knickerbocker magazine, died in New York.